Hello.
Hey guys,
Hi.
thanks for tuning in, and
How you guys doing?
buckle your seatbelt. We are going to, you are in for a treat. We are going to make fun of that boat that got stuck.
Get ready.
And we have jokes from every angle, every
I get it,
top
angle.
to bottom.
Rocco.
Yeah.
It's at an angle in the canal.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
You want to see this boat thing I got?
Yeah.
I need your help on it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put your arms out like this
That.
for me? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Suez skit.
That's good.
Oh,
Toot toot. Kevin, get this.
picture that. Picture what that is.
Wait. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, no.
No more PlayStation 5.
Yikes.
Oh, no. Where?
No more vaccines.
Johnny, you know what to do. Welcome back. That was just the beginning of 3 hours of Suez comedy.
Yeah, get ready.
We've got a lot more. That is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Little extra boat comedy for you.
We're gonna do like what Lin-Manuel Miranda would do to Hamilton, but
Yeah.
with the Suez.
Yeah.
I am not turning around this boat.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put a cap size of the humor tonight can be huge. We'll just keep rolling on with it.
All right.
It must
Okay.
be nice. It must be nice to turn this boat to the right side to remove it from the canal.
Whoa, was it in a NASCAR race?
Did you know?
What? Wait, no. Hold on. What?
They,
Oh wait, yeah. Did I interrupt a classic bit?
they only turn left.
I don't. That one's. You lost me on that
You
one.
lost me on that one, dude.
Dale Earnhardt.
What?
No.
Dude, he's been dead for 2 years. Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
that's so inappropriate. We got children watching here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Go ahead, Derrick. Enough.
Where was I even going with that? I was going to say, did you know that Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote the music to Moana?
Yeah, I did.
No way.
That's crazy.
You know what
I
else he
thought
wrote?
The Rock did.
What?
He wrote any of the songs that were in like not the cantina, but almost the same thing in The Force Awakens. The music that was when they went to Maz Kanata's place.
Really?
There's like alien bands playing and stuff. He like wrote that music.
He's a producer.
Oh, no.
You know that memorable tune.
Yeah. That's why the music in Maz Kanata's place
It's so damn good.
Made me want to. Are we 5
Whoa.
minutes into the show yet?
Oh, no, wait.
Fornicate.
Yeah, we're only 4 minutes in.
We're only 4 minutes in.
Don't
Yeah,
tell them what you wanna
when
do.
they walked into Maz Kanata, it was like,
Oh, you're good, Derek.
and I was like, dang, dude, it's tingling.
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is a treat. You guys, when you saw Hamilton, you were talking shit on him. You remember that?
When what?
When you all saw
who
Hamilton.
saw it? Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Is
Garrett,
Yeah.
Was this
how
a movie
have you not
clip?
seen Hamilton? It's
I
like 4 hours
don't
long. You'd love it.
care. No, but yeah, it's
Yeah, you
political.
like
No,
it.
you
It's
love
long.
it.
But it's
You'll like
politics.
it. It's long.
It's
Yeah, but it's like rap politics.
It's cool politics.
I bet
where
that
someone
makes
gets
it.
shot.
that makes it so cool.
Dude, these rappers have a gunfight.
I saw that marketing in the 90s. Rap doesn't make it cool.
Whoa.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Why is everybody talking about wet ass?
First of all,
I-
that's
I-
R&B.
Yeah.
Respect, mad respect, Megan, Cardi.
I censored myself, by the way.
Well, we're
I
5
said it
minutes
that
in.
way.
Hey, they call someone a pussy in Babe Pig in the City, G-rated movie. So I think we're good.
You keep bringing up Babe Pig in the City.
Yeah.
Let
This is
it
not
go.
Mr. Bean.
Hey,
Let it
I
go,
look at the
man.
precedent. I remember when the ratings board used Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they were like, we're going to rate your movie X because someone eats in it.
Yeah.
But they were like, oh, yeah, Austin Powers is PG-13. He drinks a cup of shit. there's precedent. So
nutty.
I go by the same
Okay,
standard.
you
Babe
know
Pig in the
what?
City, they call someone a pussy.
Okay, we're gonna air this out. We have drama. Oh yeah, thanks for tuning in because everybody is always wanting drama between me and Rocco. Well,
Yep.
guess what?
Yeah, you're
Today,
gonna get it.
You fucking got
I
it.
didn't come on my cat. I did. Are we in the first? Are we out of the first 5 minutes?
We have a show, Movie Club, where we watch movies. Ha 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 ha! So fun. Well, I made these guys watch Babe Pig in the City, and they haven't stopped fucking talking about it. And I'm starting to take it personal.
I feel like I'm missing out.
By the way they rag on it, I'm starting to feel like they're ragging on me. They rag on Babe Pig in the City. So it's like, okay, we watched Babe Pig in the City. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but then hold on, I'm not done because I'm actually angry. And then I feel like Rocco was so mad at me about Babe Pig in the City, he retaliated. And he's cackling now because it's fucking true.
Yeah, I know what
he
that-
retaliated and he's forcing me to watch the Snyder Cut. Now, this guy knows I hate superhero movies. He knows that the Snyder Cut is the end of a trilogy of films that I haven't even seen.
No, but you get all the context in the movie.
Dude, I've been watching this in increments over the week and I am hating my life.
Well, you
And
know,
I'm not even fucking close to being done with it.
Well, you brought a pig in the city to a superhero
Yeah,
fight.
and you keep bringing up Babe Pig in the City.
Just keep bringing up Diana.
And I'm suffering through the Snyder Cut, and I'm like, I'm sorry you hated this pig movie so much. It wasn't even that
reap
bad.
what you sow. No,
Babe Pig in the City is kind of awesome in my opinion.
okay. Let me just clarify, and I said it on the movie club episode, and I'll say it here. You have misinterpreted me because I am so glad you picked it. Because I never would have watched Babe Pig in the City. I never would have even glanced at it. And because you picked it, we have this whole, I'd never seen anything like that. It was one of the most horrific movies I've ever watched.
Horrific?
And I've been traumatized by it for the past couple weeks. So I do carry that trauma with me. However, this is not in any way an attack on you because I'm glad you picked it. You have to experience things, and I'm glad I did.
It just fucked you up.
I'm watching the Snyder Cut, and I wish it had action that was half as engaging as Babe Pig in the City. When the pigs fight in Babe Pig in the City, I'm actually like, no, what's gonna happen? I'm watching fucking Snyder Cut, like, yeah, Steppenwolf just took out all the Amazonians. All right, nobody seems to give a shit or even fucking believe that it even happened. I'm sorry,
You're not
raging.
armor
You're
sparkles.
not wrong because a lot of CG things are getting beat up in the Snyder Cut versus Babe Pig in the City. You're legitimately going, are they drowning a dog? Is that dog drowning? Is that really, are they really doing this? Are they doing that? Do I have to turn this off? Do I have to? So it's
one of those movies?
That's one scene.
I don't like that
that's
Milo
one
Notice
scene.
shit.
But I'm really not even attacking it. My palms were sweating more during that than the entirety of the Snyder Cut. So
I
you're
guess
right.
I'll save my. I don't really have much to say about the Snyder Cut, but you can tune into the movie club episode. We're going to be doing about it soon.
Yeah.
But
Get on that Patreon.
This movie is going to be the biggest ratio of how much we watch to how much we have to say about it.
yeah,
I mean, we and juxtapose that against a couple weeks ago or last week, we did the Daft Punk movie Electroma, which is like 58 minutes, and that episode is almost as long as the movie. Like we talked almost.
I kind of want to go into it because we used to talk about movies here on this podcast. We don't have to save it for movie club.
But I'm sure we'll have a different discussion once all three of us, whatever. So I think
maybe. I mean, I think Sean's watching it right now, but haven't we done this before? Doesn't this movie already exist?
It's kind of like the
million
Marvel movie.
Times over. How many movies can we make
about a guy who talks like this, who is looking for the cubes? How many universes? How many cubes?
Cubes show up a lot.
A big CGI guy. I'm just never been a fan of that,
dude.
And I actually liked Thanos in the Marvel thing, but that is the exception to the rule.
Josh Brolin's face is in there.
I just feel like
maybe nailed that.
There's no main character in this movie. I feel like you don't even have a movie here because it's so long and you're not following any one story. It's just like abstract. It's like fucking Aquaman walking on the fucking beach for 5 fucking minutes. What's the story?
Bro, his pets.
Yo, he drank a bottle and he smashed it on the ground. The waves came around him.
His traps are what's happening.
By the way, can Jason Momoa put a fucking shirt on? I get it, dude. I get it. I fucking get it. You're hot. You got muscles.
Is he though? Really?
Your nipples, they look good even underwater. Question about Aquaman. How's this dude move underwater?
Yeah, what propels him though?
He's
got like turbines.
No, Rocco, you say he swims. I can swim.
Dog paddle.
I swim like this. Aquaman, he goes like this. He doesn't move. And he rockets through the water
like
with
a fart.
all these bubbles coming behind him. And I can only think like FFP, dude, flatulent fish propulsion.
Oh,
this dude is just
that's what
farting
it
his
is.
way through the ocean.
Maybe it's, well, I mean, Superman, you know, he just does the same thing in the air. Maybe it's just the same thing in the sea. He flies underwater.
Yeah, well, I don't know because I see some sort of exhaust coming out from behind.
Yeah,
him.
there's
And
turbulence.
he ain't paddling. So
There's turbulence in that water.
I think Jason Momoa is just basically shirtless, literally farting around the ocean.
You know, and Amber Heard uses the turd propulsion engine. You know?
for the sheets.
This
yeah.
whole movie is the turd propulsion engine. This movie
forgot
is
that's
like
Amber
Bruce Wayne. It's not even Batman. It's Bruce Wayne, and it's the worst version of Bruce Wayne. But he's just like trying to talk to people, and nobody wants to hear it.
He flirts with Diana.
I think Steppenwolf is. I think enemies are coming.
I have nightmares.
No. All right, next scene. Whatever, man. This thing. Hey, I've watched 2 hours
Oh no.
of this 4-hour abomination.
The second 2 hours are better, to be fair.
As
Did you
far
learn
as
about
I'm
Cyborg
as
yet?
far as I'm concerned, nothing has happened. Yeah, I
Yeah.
learned about
He can
Cyborg,
do like hacking and it looks cool.
which made no sense.
I
Which
know,
makes
it's-
oh, Cyborg.
It looks like Watch Dogs
Oh, Cyborg,
video
you
game
can tap into every
footage.
computer ever made. Only you. Really?
Yeah.
No. Why don't they give that to the government? That'd be crazy.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, not only that, Cyborg, you can manipulate all the banks. And then he like taps into an ATM, starts looking at security camera footage. Like, is that saved on the ATM?
Dude, he's playing Watch Dogs in real time.
yeah,
on
and then
VR
he just
goggles.
like moves all the money into some rando's bank account. Like that woman.
He did the Office Space plot. in,
Like that woman
one move.
deserves it. Why? Because she's poor. Like, oh, I'm sorry. That one woman was fucking poor. Like,
What about all the other
They're
poor
going to be
women?
looking for the $1.8 million that went missing, and they're going to
Yeah.
tag
yeah,
her.
no, but seriously, there's a shit ton of poor people out there. What makes her so special? Like, fucking,
She was there.
you just happen to be there? Yeah. So he puts a ton of money in her bank account. Like, nobody's going to look for that. Do you know
Yeah.
how bank accounts work?
He roped her into a whole scam.
Come on, Snyder.
Now they're going to hunt her down. So shame on Cyborg, bad guy, real villain of the movie.
He really sucks. He really fucked her.
Yeah.
You didn't like Miles Penna Tyson?
Who?
His dad from Terminator 2?
Oh, yeah. Stovall or whatever. Stovetop.
Yeah,
whatever
he
his
kind of
name
had
is.
like a real that guy had like he's like typecast for in that T2 kind of
Yeah, he's
these
always making
characters-
robot
all
stuff.
these characters have like no stories.
and
to
he had
them.
some kill switch thing again in this thing.
They're
the
all
same
like
fucking plot.
They all just argue over exposition, trying to convince each other of like exposition that's happening. But
Yeah.
other than that, there's like no story.
But Diana, got to be the highlight for you, right?
Honestly,
That accent?
I was thinking today, Wonder Woman 1984 is better than this movie.
I don't agree with
no,
that.
it is.
You haven't finished it.
Yeah, exactly. And I would be done with Wonder Woman 1984 by now.
I
2
might agree
hours
with
into
you.
the movie, I'd be watching credits, going on with my life.
I might agree with you. 'cause
This
you
movie
get,
just continues.
yeah, you get a lot of Diana in that.
I'd rather watch the Snyder Cut 2 more times than that once. I like that this was 4 hours. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even defending it.
They're
I don't-
all
I don't
equally
like
as
it.
bad. They're all equally
I don't
as
like
bad.
it, but Wonder Woman, I felt like I was in like a coma stasis. Like I
Why?
felt because I just felt like nothing was happening as opposed to this.
But this literally has nothing happening.
you haven't finished it.
I'm 2 hours in and they haven't started it.
Yeah, but then there's 2 hours of things happening.
It's a
They haven't
payoff.
watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the 2 hours I have watched, nothing has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 hours of nothing happening.
Half a movie.
It's slow
More
burn.
than you need to do a whole movie. You've wasted your time. I gave you 2 hours and we're still like setting up characters. All right. Yeah, I would rather watch Wonder Woman twice and I'd finish it quicker than the Snyder Cut. Once.
I still think less happens in Wonder Woman than the first half of.
Well, that's your opinion, but you're wrong.
Holy shit!
There's
That movie was.
They have
like,
a whole movie in 2 hours in Wonder Woman.
That movie was like sleep paralysis. It was like.
Well, you should have stayed
God.
awake because you would have seen stuff happening as opposed to Snyder Cut. They have actual character. At least there's a character development within 120 minutes in Wonder Woman 1984, which is more than you could say for Snyder Cut, which is still warming up 2 hours into the film. I don't even think they've introduced all the characters at this point.
I mean, again, I'm not defending it. But.
You might have one more chapter of characters, but then they all, just wait. Keep open mind until the end.
For me, and this is my perspective, all of these movies are equally garbage. So, they're all the same experience time and again. There's no difference to me. So this one is just especially long,
Did you kind of like?
Yeah, and I'm not. I fucking hate them all. So like, don't mistake my my ranking them for like I like one over the like. I really just don't like any of them.
What's up, Garrett?
Did you kind of like Birds of Prey? I remember us talking about that when it was out on this podcast.
Yeah, to be fair, every
that's in this
once in a
universe.
while, I do have one that I personally like, but then I feel afraid to even praise it because universally I'm always told, no, that one sucks. And I'm like, well, I'm just the crazy guy then.
But if you enjoyed it, I mean, who cares? What?
I did like
Rotten
Birds
Tomatoes
of
probably
Prey,
thinks
but
it sucks.
I will admit Birds of Prey had like problems in the second act, which was a little long. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, which I know is divisive with some people.
None of these superhero movies are like award-winning gems of cinema.
But what
I think
I like,
we can agree some are entertaining.
I think that some can just tell a whole story on their own.
Yeah.
That stands alone, that is interesting within itself. Lots of these movies rely on you already being a fan and bringing your fandom to it. Like if you already love it, you're going to love it. If you aren't already in love with the universe,
Totally.
a lot of these movies fail, I think. Some of them like are really charming, but most of them are kind of not.
I don't know. I guess I know more than I admit about DC for being such a Marvel fan and not really caring about DC. I think I just know a lot about the properties. So now having watched that whole 4-hour thing, I just kind of was like, all right, I brought my fandom in the little bit of knowledge I knew. I was down for the first 2 hours of character development, but
I really, I mean, I guess I'll go into it more on Movie Club.
yeah,
I
want
like
to get.
Batman. I like Bruce Wayne. I don't like this Bruce Wayne. My one nerdy thing about it, be like, Ben Affleck. I'm a fan of Batman, but I don't like him as Batman. I've never seen him as Batman, and I was not impressed.
In Batman versus Superman, there's like 5 minutes where he just kicks ass as Batman. There's like one scene in that whole movie where he fights this room of dudes, and I remember thinking, okay, if he gets his own movie. And it felt very. I know you did. I don't think you saw that one, Derrick.
No,
but
never seen him as Batman.
But it felt very like Arkham Asylum. Like it was like, is this kind of like maybe the next take on the movie Batman? Is like it looks like this. That'd be kind of cool, especially if like Ben Affleck is writing it and directing it or whatever. That could be neat. And then it never.
Well, this one
happened.
It's not even Batman. It's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
but I don't like his Bruce Wayne because it's just like old, grumpy, like upset Bruce Wayne.
I'm rich.
I'm gritty. Get the enemies coming. And I'm just like, this is not interesting. It kind of sucks.
It's
very
Alfred.
like one note, like the whole, and again, it's long. I feel like to make a character interesting, there's got to be some sort of like change or development over time. And you got to see that. Even if the character has to be flawed, and then you'd be like, oh man, they got to change. They have to realize that. But with this, it just seems like he's just trying to talk to people like, Steppenwolf is coming. Got to get Steppenwolf.
But even, I will say for myself though, even just that little bit of the cyborg story and like his whole like pathos or whatever, I was still more interested in that than the magic wish stone from Wonder Woman, like the whatever that was, the like Make-A-Wish Foundation or whatever that was.
Make
and
Me
her spending
Catwoman.
time with her fake boyfriend, even just that little cyborg thing
That was
more
heartwarming
interesting to me. Oh my god,
He was like
They're
Steve
both
Rogers.
equally-
He was like an old
Yeah, they're both
interchangeable to me.
Yeah.
One is shorter.
He's a veteran.
Also, fuck Wonder Woman because like, oh, I was in love once, but he died. Yeah, I know. This is the Wonder Woman movie. We saw it. I just feel like it's just the same thing over and over for hours.
Yeah.
Much like this review.
Well,
so
they're going to change it up. Rob Pattinson being cast as when
that
did we get
I'm
that?
stoked for.
Yeah, I thought you were.
I
That's why I
secretly
wanted to bring it
love
up.
Robert Pattinson. I don't know when this happened, but I am a huge R-Pat stan.
You stan him?
Yeah, I don't even
Damn.
know why. I don't even think I've seen many of his movies. I
I
really
like
liked
him.
him in Tenet. I think after I saw him in Tenet, and you saw my review of Tenet.
Yeah.
I didn't praise it very much, but I really liked him in it. And I've kind of just been thinking that he will be awesome in Batman. I don't know. I think I have a strange thing for these like Hollywood pretty boys who got written off as just a pretty face. But then it turns out years later, they're still around just trying to be legitimate actors. In a way, that's kind of the trajectory of Brad Pitt back in the 90s.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like, oh, it's just a pretty face.
And DiCaprio.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. And so I feel like Robert Pattinson is the new generation. And maybe not, but I hope Zac Efron. I love Zac Efron too. I feel like he hasn't really demonstrated the acting chops, but I've seen him in some stuff outside of High School Musical, and I was like, this is a cool guy. I would love to see Robert Pattinson and Zac Efron in like a buddy comedy action movie.
Coming up together? Okay.
They
Zac
should be
Efron-
Batman and Superman. That would be fucking awesome.
I thought you were going to say Batman and Robin.
Batman versus Superman starring Robert Pattinson and Zac Efron. I'm there. Get these old Ben Affleck fucks out of here. Ben Affleck, you're canceled. You're old.
He's already fired.
Yeah, you're fired.
He's out of that. He's out of that role. I don't think that they can cinematically ever do Robin and make it cool.
You don't
They
think
already
so?
did. Chris O'Donnell. He ruled.
I think that was the lamest.
Chris
of
O'Donnell, George Clooney were awesome.
shit. But really, like, I don't think they've touched it in. They don't even show a suit or anything in the Christopher Nolan trilogy. They kind of like avoid Robin in all this new, Batman stuff.
They just hint at it at the end of the Nolan trilogy. They just
hint at
like we kind of did have Robin, but he wasn't in the suit.
because you can't
You
do
know.
that suit. I don't think in.
Well,
some
I think
cool,
the problem with Robin and Robin comes from a more innocent era where it was just like boyish. Like
Yeah. Boy wonder.
Batman
It's all-
punches you in the face and Robin shoots you with a slingshot.
Yeah,
But now superheroes, they're more like aggressive and hyper masculine. It wouldn't work to have like a boyish
Batman is
Robin.
DC's biggest badass.
Yeah. I think Robin, if you gender swapped it, it could be cool, which they've done in the comics.
Yeah, isn't Commissioner Gordon's daughter Batgirl?
Barbara, yeah, I think in some versions of the story. And honestly, I don't see
But not
that
Robin.
being too far off in the future. I bet you're gonna get Girl Robin. I'm calling it now.
Maybe that could be a cool costume because it's hard to make that work. I think.
I think you want a Robin that isn't super aggro masculine. That's it. However
make him
you
like
approach it.
10. What if he's like got super
10-year-old.
soldier serum or something?
Child
he's like a 10-year-old.
Robin.
And he's really like, hey, Mr. Wayne, just trapezed in here.
This sounds fucking awful, dude. Fucking
Todd's the name.
high pitched 10-year-old.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He's
Fuck
but he's
that.
like he's
No.
like
Bringing this little 10-year-old shit.
he's like Jack.
to
He's
fight
like that
crime.
little kid that Arnold had.
Don't
out
they
of
like
wedlock.
sell drugs in the new? Isn't it like heinous crimes in the new Batman? Like it's gritty.
This
They're
trench coat
they're
nightmare dream
busting
thing
sex
is gritty.
traffickers and
Oh
stuff.
wow, okay. Don't bring
Yeah,
Robin
you can't have a
to that.
10-year-old doing that.
To catch a predator?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Like
I didn't know that.
human trafficking, like Batman like opens up the truck, there's a bunch of like people in there.
Why
and
don't you
stuff.
have a seat right over there?
Robin,
Okay, hold on.
watch
just
the
real
car.
quick.
Yeah,
Why
you're onto something.
Why
here.
is there a decade worth of, no, more, where everyone makes fun of endlessly a source of comedy for stupid YouTubers was Batman's voice. Swear to me. They always made fun of Christian Bale's voice. Okay, have you not watched now Ben Affleck is going out there and it's like a Tim and Eric sketch.
He's doing it so deep.
It's like a Doug Pound bit.
It sounds like it's
Where's the Kryptonian rock? I mean, he's got like a voice modulator.
he does.
And no one's making fun of that? Like Christian Bale, there was a reason. Like, okay, I can't let anyone know it's me. So I'll talk different. You know, he's doing everything he can to hide that. But then this Batman literally has like technology. Go like this. I have your son. Give me $2 million.
That's good.
Like what is happening there? Anyway,
He was like, Affleck
I think
was
it's
like
because
Alfred. Cook
nobody
it up.
gives a shit about Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I think
it's
maybe
because
so.
Christian Bale was a hit.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fucking good. And people were like, couldn't stop thinking about it.
The
You
Affleck,
watch Ben Affleck, it's like in one ear and out the other. Like, okay,
Yeah,
now
it really
they're-
doesn't carry a lot of
Now
weight.
they're looking for the cube again.
He didn't have his own movie to like where we kind of like bond with him.
No.
And he's just kind of doing shit. And
I think the armor is bulky, heavy, and like just fucking short looking. He looks like a cosplayer Batman.
Yeah.
It seems like they just went out of their way to do everything different on purpose.
Yeah.
But not for any sake other than just to be different.
Yeah.
Man, he comes out at night. Now he comes out during the day.
Yeah.
Batmobile, motorcycle. You know,
I remember-
it's the same. Sorry, but it's the exact same process we came up with writing new Batman.
Yeah.
Literally, make a list of everything Batman does.
Yeah, of the opposite
He
of-
never uses guns.
Yeah.
He uses a gun.
Yeah.
He doesn't kill people. All right, he's gonna shoot a guy and kill him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wears black to blend in with the night. Okay, give him the brightest color we can. Make him yellow, bright yellow.
Yellow raincoat.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, Batman doesn't have any superpowers. Okay, now he flies. And just like we weren't even trying. We were just
Doing the opposite of what you
just
should do.
trying to antagonize people. And
Yeah.
I feel like they went through the same creative process.
Yeah.
I think they just watched that video.
Yeah. I think that
They've
too.
inserted all this nightmare,
Dude.
other dimension footage.
So that
I don't know what
happened.
the fuck's
We predicted all that Batman stuff. Jizz Ghost showed up in WandaVision.
what is happening?
And I'm here to report that not this week, but last week's episode of this new show that's on Disney Plus, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the new Marvel show.
It's not called Falcon and the Snowman?
No, not Falcon and the Snow. Oh my
Oh,
god.
God. Okay.
Somebody
Mispronounced.
mispronounced the title the other day and said that. But in the latest episode, he goes, "Oh, you went to Wakanda, and now what are you, White Panther?"
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and that was a personal channel video I did that got a lot of views.
I thought of you when I saw that.
Why no White Panther? So who's the fan in the comic industry? Show yourself. That's all I got to say. What is WandaVision? They're literally, full screen showing Jizz Ghost. Come on. That's an original creation. So I want to know who's out there.
They're
Fess
sending
up.
signals.
Cut the check.
This is going to start to sound schizophrenic. You know, if we do this more than once a month, it becomes like, TV's talking to me, guys.
Huh. Yeah, I already feel that way. So anyway, I just want to know. But did you watch anything not Snyder related?
I wish.
You're locked in
Dude, this
Snyder
thing
hell.
takes up all my time.
I banged it out one Saturday morning. Woke up early so I wouldn't fall asleep, you know, if I tried to watch it late at night.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Like I don't watch a lot of TV and movies.
Yeah.
Maybe like half hour a day. And so this thing is taking up my whole week. Ugh.
I mean, Sean couldn't even come to the podcast. He's so busy.
Yeah, he's
watching
still
it.
watching it. He couldn't even afford the time.
He's like, I started. I can't stop in the middle.
Yeah. I watched there is a new movie that came out on Netflix. It wasn't supposed to come out on Netflix. It was supposed to be in theaters, but they finally put out Eric Andre's movie Bad Trip. That was all set to come out April 2020,
Yeah.
and then all the theaters shut down. Can you imagine working on a movie that long? Like that was his first movie, and he worked on it for years. Like that's why he took years off of his show, and worked on it. Spring 2020, and then theaters closed. I mean, I could not even believe. But anyway, it's on Netflix now. Did anybody here see it?
Not
you
yet.
haven't watched it? Johnny has seen it. Did you like it?
I thought just like with Bad Grandpa, I thought the pranks were really good.
Yeah.
But the movie, I was like, eh. But
Yeah,
I didn't hate
it's
it.
funny. It's funny how it's just a single storyline of this guy and his friend going to New York. He's trying to find this girl. But there's not really any more to it than that. It's just we gotta drive to New York, and it's all the things that happen along the way, and it's all staged in a way that it's all pranks on other people. You know, like scenes transpire, and they're all in public where something bad happens, and there's people reacting to it and stuff like that. And I love that kind of stuff. But it's funny how like Sacha Baron Cohen kind of nailed that. Like I feel like there's a lot. I mean, not that it's the most complex story ever. But you know what I mean? There's like a lot more to it going on than just like, I've got to like go over here. And I feel like this Bad Trip movie and Bad Grandpa, I guess we're in the bad universe.
Yeah.
The Badiverse.
Yeah.
The Jeff Tremaine bad verse.
Yeah.
Both of them are kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go to that city.
And like Borat came out in 2006.
Yeah.
So that's like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's over a decade of like that. I mean, that was like a big culturally significant movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's been done. I mean, they did it. Well, if you're going to do a movie like that, you're really going to have to like do something to make it really different.
Well,
right?
this movie doesn't really, it's not like it's just like Borat necessarily. It is in the sense of integrating reactions, but this movie really, what surprised me is literally every scene. Like wherever they go, you know, like Borat still kind of had like an element of
tying things together. In between.
Yeah. And this, it's like, oh wow, like literally everywhere these guys go, there's some reactionary thing involved. There was,
but you're saying like Sacha Baron Cohen did this better.
Yeah,
and we've seen this before.
Yeah, well, and. You know, we had a new Borat movie last year, and even that he kind of turned it into sort of I say emotional. It's not like I was crying at the movie, but you know what I mean? There was somewhat emotional stakes in it, and kind of like, I don't know, there were lessons. They were better able to tie it into being an actual movie, I think a little bit. And yeah, Bad Trip was just kind of these, it was pranks from beginning to end, all tying this kind of loose thread together. And there was really funny stuff, but I was a little tired of it by the end. I think you do need to kind of break those things up. I mean, even with our, you know, like I'm just going to use our own videos as an example. You know, you'll have a video like I'm going to use like our Resident Evil video as an example, where it's really just people reacting to the stupid character, you know. But could you watch an hour and a half of that? You know what I mean? Like if you know, like even when we did our full length show, like version 1, 2, or 3, you have things to break it up. You know what I mean? Like, and I just feel like this movie by the end, it was like I've seen probably enough people gasp at Eric Andre. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was like, oh, okay. None of it was bad per se, but it was just like, I'm 2 hours. I'm good.
And
yeah,
I will say,
you got to break it up a little bit.
Our Resident Evil video hit hard in 2004.
Yeah.
Release it in 2021, 2006, excuse me. Whenever it came out.
Same year as Borat.
Revolutionary.
Release it in 2021. It's probably not going to be as big a hit.
Yeah.
See, I'd rather just have like the Jackass kind of film where I don't need a plot to tie these stunts together. I just want to see, you know, Johnny Knoxville get hit in the nuts.
I mean, I like that. I like a different kind of, I mean, I appreciate when a movie goes against the grain and does something different. I like this kind of format. I just think it needs to be broken up more. And even Jackass, I mean, you know, Jackass is not the same thing, but they know like, okay, if you're going to do this kind of stunt, don't do that twice. Like do that and then move on to a different thing.
Sure.
I just feel like this could have been broken up more. It's also funny watching it. Like it feels like it was a vehicle for him and like Hannibal Buress, and Hannibal's not in it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it would have been them doing it, but I don't. feel like Hannibal just kind of tweets about being a landlord now. I don't really like know what that guy is doing.
There's a shit ton of memes about like those two not getting along.
Yeah,
essentially going
I feel
on
like
this week.
all I ever hear is, oh, he didn't show up for the new season of Eric Andre's show. Oh, he didn't do. It's like, okay, well, what's he doing? But I like the guy that's in the movie a lot. He was a security guy in like Get Out or whatever, and I think he's really funny. So that was cool. But
the friend in Get Out.
Yeah.
Who's always calling home too.
I can't remember the character's name,
That's
but
cool.
I like that actor.
I like that actor too.
But anyway, so it was good. It's definitely worth watching. It's barely an hour and a half, so it's not like it's not the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, and it's on Netflix.
And it's on Netflix. I mean, it's the most accessible thing in the most accessible place. So it's worth checking out. But that was it.
I plan on it. Are you excited to see?
You plan on it?
Yeah.
I plan on watching that. That's on my queue.
I don't know if you should, man.
Nah,
Like you would have
man.
done it by now if you were going to.
He only gave us like 2 days. I think this thing came out Friday.
Yeah.
So these Kevin,
That's what
Kevin
I mean.
didn't
Like
even
if it
see
was
yet.
good, that's like opening night.
Nah, I
But
was
if
busy.
It's bad, you just
I was busy rewatching Snyder Cut.
you liked it that much.
No,
you
I
watched it
haven't.
again.
I haven't rewatched it. That's a joke.
God, that Snyder Cut's pretty cool.
I don't need to rewatch it,
Pretty
and I don't need to compare it to the first cut.
That honestly, I think that made the experience more enjoyable to me. Like as
Having
miserable
the
as it was watching that many hours of
6 hours of
it
cinema.
still was at least fun going like, holy shit, this is what they did. Like, oh my God. I think that's the only enjoyment I really kind
breaking it down.
But anyway, sorry,
Hi.
everyone. This is,
Hi, everybody.
I realize this is like week 12 of we talk about the Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut more, Mr. Bean or Benny Hill?
Yeah.
Dude,
Who would be more
no.
deserving?
I got
of,
forced to watch Snyder Cut. It's not my fault. I would never have talked about this if I had the choice. Forced upon
Here we
me.
are.
if I heard there was a
Garbage.
if I heard there was a 4-hour cut of the Mr. Bean movie,
Oh my god.
oh my God, I would die. I would be like, yep, make
You
it 6
would.
hours.
What if they put
would. And
Jared
then you
Leto
forced
in it?
me to watch it for
Mhm.
Movie Club.
What if they recut a Mr. Bean film and inserted a Jared Leto scene? How excited would you be?
There's no room for two Jokers.
Yeah, there's
Sometimes I just
yeah.
hate life.
You could play the straight man.
Mr. Bean would kill that guy in 2 seconds on accident. Wouldn't even be his fault. He'd go.
Of all the actors in the world, I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd hear about Jared Leto so much.
Yeah.
Like as a child, the first time I saw Jared Leto in a movie, if somebody was like, "You're gonna hear about this guy every week for the rest of your life," I'd be like, "Yeah, right."
Dude,
This guy, why?
It's because he pays for such a good publicist.
He fucking must.
He gets his little name in the fucking news every day with some cult shit. He's
Jared
pulling.
Leto might
Everyone's
be the most
sleeping in teepees,
famous celebrity in
smoking
the world
peyote.
right now.
He is.
He might be.
You know, one day it's his fucking drink the
Dude.
Kool-Aid cult, and the other day he's
You guys-
emailing fucking rats to.
Something in my mind just broke. I think Jared Leto just hit Minions level for me. I think I might be down with Jared Leto.
He's a genius.
If you can't beat him, join him. This guy is Joker Jesus.
Derrick lives in a society now.
I'm getting behind Jared Leto. You asked for this, internet. You brought this upon me. You brought this upon yourself.
This is a dark day.
Now I'm a Jared Leto fan. I'm gonna watch Suicide Squad,
Uh-oh.
and I'm gonna make it a movie club movie.
Oh shit!
Oh, God.
In fact, we're gonna go through the Jared Leto filmography.
Just a
I think I've
whole
probably seen them all.
whole month of Leto. Fight Club will be in there though.
We're gonna watch him again. Requiem for a Dream.
Oh no.
Fight
I never saw
Club.
Oh,
Yeah, he gets beat up in Fight Club.
Yeah, he gets beat up. He gets
Requiem's
his ass
great.
kicked.
It's the best scene in the movie.
What else is he in?
Blade Runner
Dallas Buyers Club.
2049.
Shit.
Dallas Buyers Club. That was
Yeah,
good.
Blade Runner. He's in that.
He's a
He's-
good actor.
No, he's not.
I think he is. I think he's so crazy that I think if the kind of loonier you are in Hollywood, it's like a
What?
you know, the scale rises the same, like your
I don't
quality
even
of
know
acting.
like what he's always like in a movie for 5 minutes.
That's all
he's
they
in-
can tolerate his
he-
ass on set.
yeah,
He's
in
such a
Fight
fucking
Club,
nut.
and they like beat his ass and
Yeah.
get him out of there.
He was such a nuthead that everyone on the staff was like, let's kick the shit out of this guy so no one even recognizes him in the movie.
I dare you guys to name a Jared Leto movie. You can't.
Yeah, I thought we just did.
No,
just did a bunch
not
of
Dallas
them.
Buyers Club, the one he was famous for.
Oh.
Oh,
The guy who
he's
shot
got-
John Lennon or
He's got to be
whatever.
young
Yeah,
and something.
We're gonna watch Chapter 27.
What's that? I don't even know.
That's
that.
the
Where you could
one-
write porn. You can make porn out of anything.
That's the one
Or-
where he shoots John Lennon.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch Mr. Nobody.
Porn out of anything.
That's a Beatles or no.
I don't know that one.
He's in.
Huh?
He's in the movie Urban Legend. Oh,
What is
that's
that?
awesome.
Final Cut? Or
You don't
just
remember
the-
Urban Legend, the 1998 horror movie?
Hell no. No, not at all.
It like came out like after I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That must have been young Leto.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait,
he's
was
in
he on
American
Freaks and
Psycho, and
Geeks?
he's pretty great in that.
Was he on Freaks and Geeks or one of those My So-Called Life? He was on My So-Called
He was
Life.
in the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
No, that was...
Yeah. No, Jared Leto's awesome. Yeah, but then he has all these shitty movies.
Uh-oh.
I can't tell. He's half awesome and he half sucks. That's the Jared Leto take. That's what I say about him.
There it is.
Deal with it. Let's shake it up tonight. Let's get crazy.
All right.
Yeah,
How far are we? You know, it's not the same without Sean.
I know.
We don't have him here.
What do you want to talk
would
about?
Sean
Tiny
be doing
Tower?
right now? Sean hasn't brought up Tiny Tower in like 9 years.
I know. I'm just... It's an easy target.
I know. We never let that go. He was really into like a lot of those like cell phone games.
But
Yeah.
that is a, when you only have certain amount of time, that is a valid way to get your gaming in.
He was the only one I knew that was like way into Flappy Bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too into it.
He was pissed when the guy took it down. Remember that controversy?
Yeah, it was. We're like reusing all these assets, right?
I'm
that
sorry,
Was
I'm
that was the
taking it
best
down.
path of any game. Where it was like everyone called it out, and he went, "I'm ashamed," and it will be gone. Goodbye. It was
Yeah.
like you'd think they would have worked something out,
Honorable.
and it was like no.
He
Everyone
probably
was like,
made like $1
"No."
million, and then
Yeah.
he's like,
I
"How do I
quit.
make a clean break?" Oh, you're right. I'm gonna go. Goodbye.
Say
Yeah.
you're sorry.
Have you guys heard about this game? I'm not going to know the name of it. The Lamb Wonderland or something. Have you heard about this?
No.
Land Wonderland.
Dead Man
I think
Wonderland.
it's by Yuji Naka, the guy who created Sonic. Do you know the name of it? Does the chat know the name, Johnny? What? You said 12 words. Like Balin's Wonderland or something. Yeah. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
So this game came out, and I guess I don't know everything about it. And maybe Johnny, maybe you're seeing some more stuff about it than I know, but it's like the game is like essentially broken. Like to do stuff, it's like any of the okay, what's the button to jump? It's any of the face buttons. What? Like why isn't it just like X? No, it's like all of them.
Nice.
Right?
It's innovative.
It's something like that where it's like buggy. It like doesn't
It's a console
like
game?
people are like, this is barely a game. It's made by I think so, and it's made by the guy who
What's it out on?
I think it's on everything.
Oh,
I think
is it new?
yes.
Oh,
I think it just came out this week.
well, let's play it
and-
on Friend Dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Balin
But-
Wonderland.
But the reason I bring it up is people are like, there's barely a game here. Like,
Okay.
how did this get released? And there's people thinking there's like a whole
Oh,
conspiracy.
it's a cash grab.
There's a conspiracy that like, this is like a money laundering scheme. I don't know. I don't know every angle of it, but there's a lot of talk about it that is like, what is this game? Like, there's not a game here.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes, I was just curious if anybody here.
Well,
had tried it.
we should definitely play it.
I think so, too.
We'll let you know if it's a real game
I think
or
so,
if it's a scam. Speaking of conspiracy theories, I'm going to do a shameless self-plug for the other podcast that I do with Johnny, Mega64 and Teen. This week we did the UFO extravaganza. How cool was that? We actually got tagged on our video. It got flagged for conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I saw that.
With like a link to Area 51, which I don't even think we mention Area 51 in the show. What did
How
we
do
say
you
about
not?
Area 51? That was Roswell, New Mexico. Watch the episode again, Johnny. It was Roswell. Anyways, it was a different episode because we took a break from talking about COVID news, but it was really fun. So everybody should check it out.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Once I knew it was all about UFOs and stuff, I was hyped.
It's
like,
on
dude,
the
I love it.
archive.
No,
it's
I
on the
love that
archive
shit.
channel.
Yeah.
It's on the archive channel. It's doing really well. I'm happy. People are watching it. They're enjoying the show. So
I love when
go see for yourself.
those dudes that claim they worked at like Area 51 or those airline pilots that saw those Tic Tacs when they go on like podcasts and talk about that shit. I get all goosebumps and shit when I listen at night.
We show some recent footage of UFO sightings. Some of them may be real.
Oh my God.
Some of them may be the Goodyear blimp. I'm not sure. You can watch
Did it
the
say
episode.
Goodyear on the side of it?
It doesn't. So that's where the confusion arises.
But I'm honestly really perplexed by these things that they tag on, like you were saying on this episode, the YouTube upload. There's an Area 51 conspiracy like thing tagged under the video.
Yeah.
Why does that need to be there?
To
Like,
warn
why are
people?
you interjecting? Like, to warn people about what?
That's what they were saying about
Dude, Google's a left-leaning
Donald
company.
Trump
You can't have that shit.
speeches and
Okay.
all the COVID video. I think because there's so much
Well-
misinformation and disinformation on the internet, they're trying to just. They say it's for context.
Sure.
Like if you want an article pertaining to this outside of these guys' opinion.
Yeah, but what does Area 51 have to do? Like COVID, I
Yeah.
understand. Maybe someone's like sending some bad info out there that
Yeah.
might get someone hurt. Area 51, like
No, you're
what do they
right.
have to interject?
And this
with
is
that?
what I was trying to say but Johnny was disagreeing with me. We don't mention Area 51. Now, supposedly we show a video of a guy touring the gift shops in the area around Area 51. But honestly, he is going to Roswell and all over Nevada. And he's just looking at gift shops. We didn't cover it or talk it or do any stories. So it makes me think there's aliens at Area 51 because we were just talking about aliens and they're like, oh, by the way, for context, here's an article at Area 51. What?
Yeah.
What's happening there?
It's
But
a
that's
form of
fine. But
censorship.
I just don't understand what needs to be cleared up.
Yeah.
Like,
People are
hey,
gonna
all
storm
the
it.
what?
People are going to storm it again if
Yeah.
they think
I mean, is
something's
that
in
it?
there.
I really just don't like. I don't understand what needs to be for the safety of the public good. What does YouTube have to interject about?
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
is this video going to have a thing about it? Like,
No,
have we
that's
been
what I'm
talking about
saying.
it?
It's almost like, well, just to let you know, if you're looking for aliens, here they are.
It's like Surgeon
yeah,
General's
I don't
warning.
understand. Like, but even going back to the when it pops up about COVID and stuff like that, there's obviously no context taken into consideration. Like, it's one thing if they watch it manually and they go, "Ooh, this guy's info is a little, let's put a thing at the bottom." Okay, fine, but man. Like on Instagram, I post anything and it posts like a fucking disclaimer across half the thing. And it's like, I wasn't even talking about it. I don't like,
What did you post?
I don't remember what it was. It was like that it was something like I got my vaccine or I was excited about it. And you couldn't read half the fucking thing that I posted because it was like, here's important info about COVID-19. Listen to the facts.
Dude,
yeah, I know. I was just happy I went down and got my, it was like, all the automated, I mean, you don't need us to tell you all the automated stuff that they have algorithms do is just,
It's a form of censorship that is being decided by algorithms.
well, I wasn't even talking about being censored.
Am I the only one
I'm
who
telling
doesn't give a shit that Area 51? I thought it was cool.
I just don't understand why they need to put their thing on our video. You know what I mean? I don't get that.
I felt like it lended to the credibility of our show.
You see it as like a badge.
It made it seem like
it's like a blue check mark.
Yeah, like what we were saying was
true.
so important that they needed to give some context and background information. I have no problem with people having access to more information or vetted information.
Yeah, it's not like I'm mad about it necessarily, but I just don't get why that triggered a thing. I just don't get that, I guess.
No, I think
Why
it
does
sucks. If you make a joke on Twitter about, something COVID related, but you're, making a joke online, it'll get flagged with that disclaimer. This contains fault. It's like, yeah, this ruins my punchline here. I'm just trying to be creative.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I in the case of the Instagram story that I posted, it literally their thing covered my text, so you couldn't even. It was like, well, I might as well take that down. But Yeah, I get it when it's an important thing, a subject like that. I guess the Area 51 thing, I was just so surprised when I saw that. I was like,
you guys need to talk about new topics because your jokes about COVID and the vaccine, the algorithm thinks that it's not funny.
Dude,
So-
the algorithm thinks we're having wrong think. They're
Yeah.
trying to straighten us out.
Garrett, I'm worried about you.
What happened? What's happening?
Wrong thing. You're so anti-algorithm. I feel like
I'm in incognito all the time, baby. Never browse without it.
incognito mode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I have a secure subnet.
I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling good.
I am too. I'm looking forward to some type of
Ever
return.
since I saw that documentary about Instagram and the algorithms, what was it? It came out a few months ago. You remember the name of that?
Where they had that family.
Yeah, it's
kind of
all about like
represented.
it tells you like it was about how social media, the social dilemma.
So that's it. Yeah.
Ever since I saw the
good.
social dilemma, I feel like the public response to that was like, what are we going to do? And I'm like, what can you do? It's here. It's fully integrated into our life. Now that you know these algorithms are kind of trying to predict you and your personality and stuff to sell you, I've always just been thinking like, okay, how do I use that to my advantage?
Right.
How can I game these algorithms to, I don't know. I think step one, and I've talked about it on this podcast, step one is figuring out to what advantage it could be used. You know, maybe like, hey, if I'm going to buy stuff, at least sell me stuff that's going to legitimately improve my life or make me like a better, well-rounded person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a solution, but it's something I thought about in the back of my mind. I don't think you can beat these algorithms or get around them.
I think if you're aware of them, that's like
Yeah, how can
good.
you?
That's good enough protection. Like I'm aware of it, but yo, I do need this targeted ad. I will spend $12.99. Yes. But I so rarely do that.
I have started fully engaging with targeted ads,
Really?
and it goes against my values as a person because, I don't want to be a consumer and I don't want to feel like this fucking robot picked out my shirt. But then, after looking at these targeted ads, I'm like, well, shit. I mean, I do like this stuff. That this thing
Yeah.
does know the fucking shit that I browse on the internet, and it's cataloging like, okay, you like stuff that looks like this. You don't like stuff that looks like that. Here's this. And I feel like maybe I should engage with these targeted ads and refine this stuff so it starts selling me things that I legitimately think are cool. If I'm going to buy stuff
Yeah.
anyways, might as well buy stuff I like.
Yeah, because
But-
we're not going into Targets anymore and
Yeah.
buying shit.
But outside of being sold things, I wonder, is there any benefit to this that can be mined from it? Maybe even against the will of the people who created it?
Dude.
I don't know. Sorry to take over the conversation.
Yeah.
Let me talk about something else real quick, if you guys don't mind. Let me talk
Sure.
about shirts. Now that I've just talked about Instagram, I'm going to plug an Instagram because we have some friends out there at a place called Gift Shop FLA, Gift Shop Florida. It's run by a dude he's an internet soldier. He sent us a message last week and a care package with this shirt in it.
Shouts out. That thing's beautiful.
This guy's an OG internet soldier, Mega64 fan, because he said he brought up the Wizard in version 2. And he's like, kind of weird. Like, I loved the Wizard episode, and now I have the mascot that's a wizard. Anyways, it's cool stuff. I'm repping the shirt here. I think everybody out there would like it. So check it out. Gift Shop FLA, Gift Shop Florida
Yeah.
is the Instagram. He said it's funny because he watches the podcast. He's probably watching this right now. And I'm sorry, I can remember your Instagram handle. Your actual name escapes me. And maybe you don't want me to say your actual name. But he said, you guys bring up the Florida project and Disneyland. I'm kind of from that area of Florida. That kind of inspires the clothes that I design. This idea. It's like streetwear, but kind of tinged with this gift shop
Yeah.
Disneyland magic that kind of spills out into the streets. Check it out for yourself. It's pretty cool. The Instagram's pretty interesting. And I think we all kind of got some shirts that we thought were cool. We also have a new 64-hour special. Rocco usually introduces the 64-hour special, but I'm going to do it this week because this one is near and dear to my heart because it's a photo of me on my first communion. Check this out.
Oh, look at that.
This is the Little Angel shirt This was literally me at 8 years old on the day of my first communion. My mom dressed me on this day. This is the first day I tasted wine, ladies and gentlemen. The blood of Christ. I have that rosary in that photo. I still have it. Actually, on my chubby little brown hands. Oh my God. I was in the sun all the time as a kid.
Adorable.
I was so tan. Yeah, there's like no caption for that because it's just so
pure. Can we see that again, Johnny? I just you were 8 there?
8 years old,
Dude,
third grade.
Imagine you in like a little Robin costume.
What happened, dude? I was so innocent
in tow
back
with
then.
Batman.
I
Yeah.
really was nothing like me now would have terrified me back then. I don't know what happened or how I went off the rails. That was the good Derrick. This is evil Derrick. No, that's not true. Mature, different.
So yeah, pick that up at shop.mega64.com. I want to thank our sponsor this week.
Yeah.
We have a sponsor. Once again, I want to say thank you to Tenga for sponsoring tonight's show. You can go to, we have the special link. Johnny, we have the special link. We can put, if you want to dig that up, but we have a special link in the info below that you want to click and you can get an item for his or her pleasure. You can pick up at Tenga's website. And special announcement, there is an offer code. Use offer code Mega64 at checkout. You're going to get a discount. So you definitely want to go to that link.
That's great.
Use the code if you're going to order something for yourself to, you're going to feel comfortable.
Can I give everybody at home a demonstration on how a Tenga egg works?
I would love.
Thank you. So basically, you're going around your daily business and you go,
You have a daily task.
well, get a wide shot. Let's get a wide shot, right? I'm a normal guy.
Yeah. Look at Derrick.
But what you wouldn't know
What is that? Whoa.
fits right there in the
Oh,
pocket.
snap.
Take it with you.
It could travel with you anywhere you go. Nobody even knows. You take this out.
See, I only have a normal egg in my pocket. I don't even.
And as I've
hard-boiled?
demonstrated on the past shows,
Yeah. That's how it goes.
this is just to demonstrate.
Pure comfort.
Now, if this thing can latch on to my nose with such a tight grip,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll let you use your imagination to finish that. And, we're not the only people who love Tenga because earlier this week, a friend of mine went on a trip, right?
Yeah.
And you realize this thing that fits in your pocket, oh no, I forgot my Tenga.
Oh, no.
Tried to turn the boat around, got it stuck in the damn canal.
Oh, no.
If only he would have remembered.
Yeah, I've gotten the boat stuck in the canal a few times. So that way, don't forget they have a few different size products.
So
So
What was our-
everyone's,
What was our official link again?
Oh, it'll be in the chat. It'll be in the info on below in the info. So you just click that.
Dude, the inside of this thing is amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What
Oh,
design
there's
is
some
that?
technology at work.
Oh, that's the star design. I recognize those.
Look at this thing.
Yeah. I like the
Wow.
spider.
That's like future tech. It's like Covenant technology.
That'd probably keep you COVID free too. Like if you had to go pick up
don't say
groceries.
that. We're gonna get tagged for sure now.
Oh no.
Anyway, there you have it, folks. Tenga, thank you, Tenga, for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you,
We
Tenga.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Hey, fist bump to Tenga. Boop. Thank you,
Social friendly
Bro
fist
fist.
bump.
guys. Bro fist. Tenga
Bro
fist.
We're all huge Markiplier fans.
It's a terrorist fist bump, I heard.
What's your
You wanna
favorite?
bump it?
What's your favorite? I don't know what you've been doing with that. So
It's got
I-
lint all over it.
That's your.
Bump
deal.
it. Pick one up for yourself. They're amazing. Yeah, what else? What next?
You guys been playing any vid
I'm
games?
still playing the same. I'm still playing Yakuza.
We did Hitman 3 on Friend Dimension, which
Yeah.
will be
Yeah.
coming out.
I liked watching that. That was fun.
It'll be coming out in a couple weeks because we have a bunch of episodes backed up. But yeah, it was fun. And I went back and started playing more of it. And I'm really enjoying it. So, hey, I recommend Hitman 3 on PlayStation 5. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Johnny was watching me play it last night, and there was a level where I had to go into a nightclub, and there were so many people rendered in the nightclub. It
That's
was crazy.
impressive.
Yeah, it actually made me feel like, dang, I wish I was there. Like I miss being in a room with that many people,
Yeah.
that much going on.
The bass thumping.
I've had that kind of thing happen with so many things. Not just like obviously that's a video game, but in my YouTube recommended, it's like, okay, here's a concert by so-and-so. And it's like, oh yeah, they only gave them the small room at South by Southwest. And it's like a packed room. And I just watch it and I'm like, I wish I was there. It's like like not even an impressive concert. It's just like a tiny ass room with 80 people in it. And I'm like, I wish I was there.
Dude, I saw old photos of us at the MC Chris concert in a garage.
Did you really?
Yeah. From like 2010. We're in a garage in like National City.
There were photos of that?
Someone put them online.
Who was taking? Oh, okay.
I'll show them to you because they linked me to a whole folder full of these photos. But it was like, I kind of missed that packed shoulder to shoulder at a concert.
Yeah. It's really weird. At that time, I was like, why are we doing this here? Like, what is this? And now I'm like, take me back. But
at that concert, some guy kept pitching to us he kept telling Rocco to do a Dungeons and Dragons Warcraft sketch.
Between every song of an MC Chris concert, someone was coming up. Oh, what about Warcraft? Okay.
Yo, this next one's about smoking me out in the parking lot after the show. Hey, you got a Warcraft video on deck? You got doing anything with Warcraft?
Nope. And then they would do a song.
I could do an orc.
And then they would do a song. I want candy. And then it would end, and he'd go, because I'm thinking you could you'd be like an orc, like you could do makeup,
green,
and then another song, and then the song would end. Because I was also thinking like you could have like a big hammer, and then another song. I mean, it was between every song he would elaborate more on his idea. Now I remember thinking like, cool, I want to get out.
I just remember Chris was all pissed off about some fool kept opening a door on the side of the stage, which was just in the back of a garage.
Yeah.
So it was like the side door to go into the yard. Someone kept opening it during his performance and he was getting pissed off.
That was the other thing that happened between every song. Stop opening that door. Yeah. It was like, is it that big of a deal? Stop opening that door. Okay. He really doesn't like that door. And that was also did we know.
My backpack's got jets. Hey, stop opening
the door. Little did we know that was precursor to who tweeted bad about me.
Oh,
who tweeted bad? Remember, and he threw someone out of the show for tweeting bad about his show.
He had
and
weird
then he had
stage
a crying,
presence.
Video.
Yeah, he had weird stage. He had a very emotional stage presence. What an artist!
MC Chris has demons, but we all do.
Shit.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
We're gonna go on tour. This is an official announcement. We don't have any dates planned.
But we will.
Some point in the future.
I can't wait to have
Stay
a
tuned.
breakdown on tour.
But when it happens, I think I'm going to have to throw somebody out for tweeting.
Yeah.
Dude, let's
Johnny, you're going to have to carry me back to the hotel.
Every night we'll throw somebody out.
Hey, seriously, let's have that be a bit in our new tour.
We'll start the tour.
Is every night. Who the fuck tweeted this?
We'll start the tour, and at the beginning of the show, we'll be like, hey, if somebody wants to get thrown out tonight, tweet some stupid shit at us, and we're going to pick one stupid ass tweet, and we're going to throw you out in the middle of the show. We'll start the show. They're going to think it's a joke, and then halfway through the show,
what the fuck?
Who the fuck is Poo Poo Beast 78? Why the fuck did you tweet this at us? Get the fuck out of here.
What we should do is have some kind of segment. I'll sign Sean up for this since he's not here.
Sure, yeah.
Some kind of sketch where it could just be Sean.
Okay.
Like it's going to be, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Like maybe he's doing something as Marcus or whatever.
Yeah,
something that only he could do, and then one of us just wrecks it. No, excuse me. Fuck this. Fuck this. Who tweeted this? Who tweeted this? Rocco looks like he sweats gravy. Who tweeted it? You?
I could get it up on the screen in time. You could even airdrop it to me.
I hate that we're working this all out on camera because I really think we have a bit here.
This is gonna
that's
happen.
earlier in the show.
Okay, these guys will love it when they come see it.
You'll be in on it. And so Derrick, that's the earlier segment in the show.
Yeah.
And then we do some other sketch, and then comes the YouTuber apology.
Here's
like it's a video. I'm so sorry that I did that and it was wrong.
Here's what we're gonna do though. Because a lot of people bring a friend who's never seen Mega64.
Yeah.
So you're watching this episode, you're in on the joke.
Yeah,
you
guys
know
are
what's
in.
going to happen.
Yeah.
So when you come to the show, encourage your friend to tweet. Like pretend like, oh, there's no way they're actually. You should do it. That way we pull up somebody who doesn't even know who we are.
Yeah.
And we kick them out of the show. That way it's even funnier because they'll be legit confused and upset. And you'll be like the prank assistant.
This is like the best first date move. If you do this, it's gonna go real well.
I remember being at Neil Hamburger show and saw a couple breaking up.
Oh yeah,
that was fun. Where you could tell someone didn't clue the other person in on what that show was.
That type of humor.
So what happened?
Oh,
I
it was
didn't
just
know it'd be so much Red Hot
So-
Chili Peppers
so it-
material.
you didn't know what entertainment to look at. You had over here, you had Neil Hamburger being really funny, and then over here you had.
It's funny though. Just go with it. It's funny.
So yeah, it was great. When Neil Hamburger did our Game Days event, when I was walking him to like the backstage area,
Yeah.
I specifically told him that I was like, we saw you live the last time you came to San Diego, and we saw. I swear there was a couple breaking up, and he, before I even finished the sentence, was like, "I saw that."
He remembered.
Yeah, he was like, "I remember." I thought I was like ending a relationship with that show, and I was like, "All right, cool." We all remember that.
I've been bashing the Snyder Cut tonight, shitting on it. And my girlfriend keeps saying like, "Why don't you just skip it? Nobody's gonna know if you don't watch it." But I'm like, "No, I'm gonna watch it." Because I don't understand people who just can't sit through a performance. Even if you don't like it. It's a performance, just it will end and your life will go on. Who can't sit through a bad comedian? Even the worst comedian, you can laugh at how bad they are.
It's not going to go all night either.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
if this humor isn't for you, it's like, oh my God, that sucked. But then you have something to talk about later. Like, wow, that was awful.
Yeah.
I've been in situations too where I've been on a date and the girl like got huffy and just walked out. And not even
Of
because
a movie?
No, not of a movie, of a performance.
Okay.
But not even because she was offended, but she thought it was just so stupid. Like,
Yeah.
oh, waste of time. I'll find me later. She got up and left. And I was like, it's like 10, 15 minutes. You could just sit here, like fucking be on your phone. Like, you couldn't just sit through the performance?
There was someone in my high school days that I was, we weren't really dating, but like I went with her to multiple things, like, shows or whatever.
Yeah.
And she left halfway through every single one. It was constantly like, I gotta go. I just can't. And it was like, is this a thing people do? That was such a foreign concept to me. I was like, wait, you just leave?
Yeah.
Because in
people
my
have a
mind, it's
thing.
like, I'm going to
Yeah.
see this through. I'm already here. Like, what's the point of, you came here. And it's not like this is your whole day or anything. It's like in an hour, it's all be over.
I fully think a lot of people have like an anxiety thing, and they just can't sit
maybe that's
still,
what
or-
it was. But that
I know people that
never,
can't finish movies because they just like can't.
Yeah.
They don't go to the movies. They don't watch movies at home because they can't sit still.
How funny.
Yeah. I come here and I rant about Snyder Cut and I scream and maybe I sound like an idiot, but that is my, when I'm watching it and I'm suffering, I think, well, at least I'll have something to talk about later.
I think it's funny.
At
These
least
opinions.
it's
Yeah.
a conversation piece.
Well, of
and so
course.
I'll sit through it and then I'll like, okay, take all this input and then I'll, bounce off of it.
Yeah.
But just checking out, like, no, I'm not going to participate. We were at
Yeah.
Disneyland, actually. We were in the tiki room, and the birds started singing.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, yeah, it's childish bullshit. And she got up and left. And I was like, yeah, it is. But, I mean, we just sat down and...
You're here to hang with me.
It's like a 12-minute show.
Yeah, it's like, it's Disneyland.
Yeah.
We're here to hang, not
I
like...
feel like, when you're at Disneyland, there is the constant threat of childish bullshit at any moment. And you may just have to sit through it. I don't know. I don't know.
It's like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
That my brother, when he went to that for the first time, had the same thing, but he stuck it. He was like, he asked me, he's like, how long is this going to be? It's about 15 minutes. Okay. And he made it through until the end. And then when it was over, he said, they got rid of Captain EO, but kept this bullshit. And I was like, okay. And he, but it's not that, stick through it. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah. It's...
But I do know a lot of people who are like that, who just can't even give it the time of day. I don't know. I've always, even if I hate something, exactly what you were saying, I like at least want to participate in the conversation,
Complain about it. But this all started with the you say a girl was upset because Neil Hamburger. Why are we here? I want to go. And they're breaking up, and it's like, oh my
In a
god,
Russian restaurant.
Listen to a guy tell bad jokes for an hour and then go on with your life.
Yeah, and it was a dinner show too, so it's like, all right, you're gonna get dessert in a minute. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Tune out.
ignore him and be
Yeah.
on your phone and get dessert. Like this is the worst your night could be.
Knowing Neil Hamburger, knowing the type of jokes he does, the idea of the type of person who would be so offended they couldn't stay in the room. Now that's funny.
That it was a second show going on.
I think the joke that really broke him was I think it was what did Gary Glitter order when he was in Thailand? The chickpeas. Oh, something like that.
It was like 5 minutes in.
Something like that.
She was
and it
Neil
was just like,
Hamburger's- yeah, no, Neil Hamburger's pretty offensive. That's pretty. That's gross. That's gross.
yeah, I don't know what it was. I think he went on about Gene Simmons for a solid hour.
He might have
That
hocked a
might have
couple
done
of
it, too.
loogies into his drink as well. That could have been off-putting. She was sitting close to him.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he was coughing.
She
Oh,
liked the
Yeah.
magic show.
Yeah.
She liked the magic show.
Yeah,
that
they
it
did have a
started
magic
with.
show.
You told me this would be like Kevin Hart. What the fuck? You said stand-up comedy like Kevin.
Do you ever watch something and you haven't seen it since an earlier stage in your life, and you go like, "Whoa, where was I at when I was into this?" Like, I remember seeing like Dane Cook's original special and
Oh, yeah.
thinking at the time I was like, I'm never that into stand-up, but I thought it was good. I remember thinking it was funny, and then I saw a clip of it the other day, and it was like, yeah, I was in a relationship, or I call it relationship, and people laughed for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna turn
I
this off.
saw his, I watched a comedy special of his recently, and I think it was his second or third album or live show
Yeah.
after he had blown up, and he did
Yeah,
a performance in the round.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he was like oozing confidence and
That
like,
energy, that MySpace energy.
Yeah, he was like
MySpace
prowling
energy.
the stage,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and
The alien bit is good.
I
Pours
felt
water on
like
himself.
it just reminded me of 2006.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That
Yeah.
whole era, the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like what was I into, but also what was the world into? Because it wasn't just me. Everybody liked
Yeah.
Dane Cook. He was the number one guy.
Yeah.
Tom and Dane were the two biggest MySpaces out there.
And don't leave out Tila Tequila.
Oh, with Tila. Yeah. Gotta represent Tila. She's down with the whole alien thing too. So,
So
Yeah,
that's,
you guys
sure.
can get her on.
It's so crazy.
Shot of
Like,
love.
everything you're saying is so nostalgic now, and it's
I think
a
about
treat
how
for me
old
to
that
think,
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
like when Mega64 started, that's nostalgic for people now.
The
I
Attitude
was
Era.
at a store yesterday, and they had a display of Uno, the card game. But it was Uno. It was retro Uno. There were 5 different decades: 60s. Actually, it didn't say 60s. It was retro, and then 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, and then modern Uno. And seeing
Okay.
an early 2000s and 2010s in the retro Uno collection
Yeah.
fucking blew my mind. And like you can imagine what 80s Uno looks like. It's all like VHS themed, and then 90s is kind of like Nickelodeon, GAC, like kids, crazy.
Oh yeah.
Early 2000s Uno was like video games and glitch
CG.
art, you know, like
Yeah.
glitched out text, Matrix, hackers, stuff like that. And I was almost like, yeah, you fucking hit it. Like that was very in vogue. Like, yeah, video games and the Matrix and computers, Mega64, our whole fucking shtick here. Yeah, that was very of the era. And then the 2010s Uno deck was all emojis.
Oh, no kidding.
It was all
Wow.
emoji branded. And then it was weird to think like, I guess that was the defining look of that decade. It's also weird to
Emojis.
think of like the 2010s is the past decade and it's over, and it's been like branded and packaged the emoji decade, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
We're getting old. If you're watching this show, you're an old timer.
Does anyone remember when the iPhone first came out, like the first one?
Yeah.
I remember reading that like Japan, it was like a flop in Japan. And it's funny because it was like, it feels like this is like a whole new thing. Why
I
would,
remember
why would
this.
Japan not embrace it? And it was because it didn't have emoji. The iPhone did not, like that type of phone did not have emoji until I don't know if like the phone got an update or if that was not until like the 3G or the 3GS or something like that. But I remember that was like a big issue. It was like people want emoji. Where are the emotes?
I love a good emoji.
And then there was like a hack where it was like, if you do this, or no, maybe it was when the phone got apps. The iPhone 3G
right. You
got
could
apps.
copy them.
You could download an app that gave your keyboard emoji or something.
There was
click a
thing.
link or something like that. And I remember that was a breakthrough. It's like, now you can have a face crying. Now you can have a kissy face. Wow. It was like that was such a big deal.
And then you could have a black revolver to shoot.
Yeah, I miss the gun.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's right. Green squirt gun.
Yeah. Are we going to carry that emoji into a store or something?
Yeah,
like,
come
what do
on.
they think?
Come on.
That's so lame.
California. Fucking moving to Texas, guys.
Yeah, I might. I bet they have better emojis there.
Don't blame California.
Fucking Governor Newsom.
Don't blame Craven Gruesome. It was Reagan who fucked up the gun laws, bro. Look it up.
He messed up all the emoji.
It's in the fucking history. It was
Oh my
Reagan who
God.
banned the gun emoji, bro.
Reagan.
Classic Reagan OG, dude.
Banning the fucking emojis.
He messed it all up for everyone.
They
he
still
had
have swords, though. That's cool.
He had his whole Star Wars emoji plan. Fucked it all up.
They tried to do a news story on Joe Biden, but I was fucking bored.
Oh, I just keep watching him fall down the stairs.
yeah,
that
fall
keeps-
up the stairs.
Keeps me from being bored.
fall up the stairs.
He really looked like he kind of went up. But I think it's funny. It's like they report on that, and like remember like Trump couldn't like do he had trouble with a ramp or something. I'm like, yeah, you're having senior citizens do this. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Like,
Follow my grandma around for
It
a
isn't
fucking
like
hour with a
Obama at
camera.
age 42 going, "Whoa, I can't get up the stairs." No, these are like 80-year-olds. Like,
This does remind me of like mom talking about grandma. Like she keeps fucking falling down, she's not picking up her fucking feet because she's old and she's shuffling her goddamn feet.
Yeah.
Old people, and they don't want to be in the wheelchair and they feel old. Yeah, it's that.
It's
him in a
just
wheelchair.
I don't know. Like,
Did we ever have a president in a wheelchair? That'd be cool.
Never. Didn't happen.
Lincoln?
Didn't
He
happen.
was so
about-
tall they had to kind of wheel him
What
through
about
the doorway.
Nope.
the guy-
FDR, no.
He had a big stick.
Yeah,
Walked tall
exactly. Walking tall.
with a big. He carried a big stick.
Walk hard. Walk the line.
With the
Dewey Cox.
Yeah, Dewey Cox.
Yeah, I voted for him for sure. Way back. I beat
Stephen Hawking had not president though.
Yeah.
I beat a video game last night. Can you guys guess which one?
Metal Gear 5.
Something,
Yeah,
no.
finally the Phantom Pain.
That thing's been
Finally beat it.
beaten. But something I've been working on for almost as long.
Well, it's been a
What?
year, so I'm going to say Last of Us 2.
I finished Last of Us
Okay,
2
cool.
last night.
Usually usual playthrough of that
Garrett,
about a year.
I mean,
Yeah.
you watched me play Hitman 3, but I think you would really like it.
I think I would too.
I did a mission.
I was enjoying it.
There was a mission yesterday. I'm going to spoil it a little bit for you, but basically, instead of taking out somebody, you go to a mission and find out like the CIA has shown up to take you out.
Oh.
And so it's like a game of cat and mouse where you have to like hunt them before they can hunt you. And it was
Okay.
very Metal Gear 5.
Yeah.
Like tracking guys, setting traps, taking them out one by one, being
I got it.
covert.
I got huge Metal Gear vibes off of just the friend dimension we did.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my favorite gameplay too in Last of Us 2 is the stealth kind of like infiltration.
Yeah, the gameplay was really fun
Yeah.
in that. But anyway, did you like it?
I loved it. Yeah, that was a great game. It has this third act that you just know as the player, like, I shouldn't be doing this. This
Yeah.
is the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
The whole third act of the game is like, and that was a big surprise for me too.
Yeah.
Like it's a location switch.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't want to do this.
You wouldn't think they would do that late in the game.
Yeah.
Not to spoil story stuff for anybody, but
That's why I didn't know it was even there.
But the game is wrapping up, and you're like, okay, I've seen everything this game can do. And then in the last act of it, it's like, this is an entire, you're in a whole
crazy
new
different
area.
location. Yeah.
It was crazy they went through that much effort for just that last part. Some people didn't like that addition because it felt like, the game's wrapped up. Like you're tacking this thing on, and maybe they didn't feel like they wanted to go through with it.
I felt like I
liked it.
That was the kind of melodramatic storytelling that they had to do, where they built up these two characters, and then they're like, all right, here's this third act. And as the player, you're like, I don't want to fucking do this. This is the wrong thing to do.
It just felt like kind of twisted.
You get this like almost Red Dead Redemption 2 style, like building a house farm epilogue too. And it's like, oh, this is kind of nice, wrapping up nicely. Oh, wait, I don't want to do this. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then the boss fight, like the final fight at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Very Metal Gear 4 style.
Yeah.
Is something the whole time you're playing, you're like, I don't want to fucking do this. This is fucking shitty. Like, you just, you really like I like that type of storytelling.
Yeah.
So it's the game making you do something that you really like. Oh, fuck, you were struggling through that.
It's almost as if emotional conflicts are interesting.
It's very interesting. Neil Druckmann, who directed that?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh yeah, I fucking love science, Neil. Thank you.
They tried to get him to write the game, and he went, if there was people infected with cordyceps, I'd run away from them. And they went, okay, thanks for your contribution.
I'd run away
so
from
they
them.
got Neil Druckmann.
Check out my phone trick.
Yeah.
We'll have a Neil deGrasse Tyson. Did his
He negated his own existence. He said,
ass get smoked?
Yeah.
Everyone got sick of his shit, so we sent him off to England. I think he does like TED Talks there now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do with theirs when we're sick of when they're sick of it. We get Russell Brand, Mr. Bean, shit like that.
Yeah.
But,
Russell Brand and Mr. Bean together.
So
I'm Team Hill. I'm Benny all the way.
Legitimately,
Yeah.
no joke. I spent a good portion of this week watching Benny Hill.
Nice.
For research for this show to end the debate, who's funnier, Mr. Bean or Benny Hill?
Yeah. What do I need to revisit Hill, or are my memories off?
Benny Hill kind of sucks.
I
I think Mr. Bean is funny.
He's too horny to be funny.
I think Mr. Bean is funny.
Sometimes it gets in the way,
But debating Benny Hill or Mr. Bean is more entertaining than either of them are individually.
Yeah, the whole dialogue.
I don't know.
But yeah, Benny Hill, it just is always like grabbing women's asses and squeezing them and pinching them and stuff.
But there's a
It's
lot
not
of
the best material.
There's a lot of fan service in the Benny Hill show,
Maybe I need to watch more Benny Hill.
right? I mean, there's more fan service in Benny Hill than there is in Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean doesn't need anyone else.
Here's the thing. Benny Hill has the funnier setups, but Mr. Bean is the funnier person.
Yeah.
So in a perfect world, it would be Mr. Bean in the Benny Hill universe.
Oh,
Like,
dealing with all those sexual encounters. Yeah.
honestly, what would be great is, there's a classic episode where a guy goes to a hospital and Benny Hill goes to the rich person hospital where it's like these cute nurses like
In short skirts.
fucking him or something. I don't know.
Healing him.
And then the guy next door is at the shitty poor person hospital where they're like abusing him.
Yeah.
Mr. Bean should be the guy next door. Then that'd be great. So combine them. Or Mr. Bean goes to the cute girl hospital and gets, beamed.
I saw a thing where I think in the UK they built a statue of Mr. Bean. Like he's on a bench where you could sit
like
with him.
Forrest Gump.
He's like,
Oh.
he's something like that.
Like
I don't
Colonel
know what it
Sanders.
looks like, but
I love when they put someone on a
Who
bench.
would win in a fight, Mr. Bean or Forrest Gump? Forrest Gump's been to war.
Well, Rocco always thinks Bean's going to just accidentally
Yeah,
kill the
Bean's
other
immortal.
person. Yeah.
like in the opening, you see him fall from the heavens. He's one with God.
He's like a Sephirotham.
But Forrest Gump,
Forrest Gump is a Vietnam veteran.
Forrest Gump is another
True.
person though that accidentally finds himself in all the best situations. So both of them have that energy where they accidentally succeed.
How many Dr. Peppers could Bean drink?
Oh, he wouldn't even get the can open. He'd like lose
Oh,
it.
right.
It'd roll down the hill and he'd go,
Oh, yeah, that'd be.
Dang,
and he would go get it.
I bet they wouldn't
I don't
fight.
know.
I bet they wouldn't fight. I bet Mr. Bean and Forrest Gump would be best friends, and they'd probably be like fucking annoying to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like, just the worst.
Always asking you to play fucking ping pong.
Yeah, just ruining every situation and then coming out on top while everybody else
Yeah.
gets maimed and killed.
Mr. Bean has those like mega Christmas crackers to, blow them up, but Gump has the magic leg thing where he can like do cool.
Where you run
What?
fast.
Yeah.
He can run fast.
He could run circles around Bean. He could do the Superman like
his braces you're talking about.
well,
Okay.
but in general, I feel like his legs are
He
magic.
outran a car, dude.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump is insanely fast.
Well, he's on
Yeah.
PCP.
I don't think people realize how fucking fast Forrest Gump can run.
There's a Brian De Palma cut, and
Dude,
Forrest does PCP. He outruns that car.
He outran a truck full of people. Like the truck was weighed down with probably 500
Yeah.
pounds worth of human flesh.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump fucking roasted
Smoked
him.
him.
It's like the human Flash.
Yep.
And they sent him to Vietnam, one-man army, dude.
Yeah, he
carried
brought
out
back
his
Dan.
whole platoon. He outran the bullets.
My buttocks.
This dude runs so fucking fast.
Yeah.
He's like, he should be the Flash.
Insane.
Fuck this Barry kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Gump in there with that red spandex.
Damn, dude. And he ran cross country 4 damn times.
I'm entering the
Insane.
speed verse.
Insane. Well, another episode where we've devolved into talking about Forrest Gump, Mr. Bean, and Benny Hill. I think it's that time.
It's a nice little, it'll be when you return to these podcasts years later, it'll be a nice little reminder of when people couldn't go anywhere or do anything. It's like, oh, that was the year they always talked about Bean or Benny Hill.
They're talking about Forrest Gump again. God.
Shut up.
Stick around. We're going to do a brief after show.
I think this might be a lengthy one.
It's going to be short. Okay.
Yeah, we got shit to do. I got to get back to the park.
They're going to, everybody's going to cry. What? No after show? The after show is about to begin.
Yeah.
Get your ass ready.
If it's
Okay.
not enough for you, rewind the podcast. Just watch that a second time.
Before we go to the
Dumbass.
after show, though, important question.
What?
What's Will.i.am been up to? Is he over?
Hey.
Is he done?
It's been silent on that front. I'm really
man.
honestly,
I think we outlasted
worried,
him. I think
but-
we got to him. I
Yeah.
think we broke down his self-esteem.
I wonder if we put that energy out there enough where
You
it's like,
think?
hey, he's not cool. Maybe people realized it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People
I
probably
didn't-
started tweeting our clips at him, and he's like, I don't want to give these Mega64 guys any more
That's what he sounds like. too.
fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the other day I was revisiting some of his old highlights where he talked about how there needs to be a war on education. And then also when he did
Well, we got
A
that.
war?
when he did the
wow.
war on why is there a war on drugs? There should be a war on education. It
That's
makes
bold.
sense. Just read it. But then he also did the HP. They took down. He did a keynote for HP.
Oh, that was
talking
that
about
was
their
dog
new-
shit. Yeah.
talking about their new chips. They have scrubbed that from everything. Our
It's nonsense.
archive of it, because there's a video up on YouTube. I don't know if we've uploaded it or somebody, but it's us talking about that event and we play it and react to it. That's
Yeah.
the only copy of
Dude,
it. left.
He's bullshitting.
That's what killed his career. It really was us
Maybe.
complaining about him.
we pointed it out.
Where can people find that clip?
I don't remember if it's on our channel or not. Just search, Will.i.am HP conference or whatever.
'cause
It's up there.
He's just spinning nonsense about the chip, the circuit.
He talks at one point. He talks about I actually waited in line for this new core. He's holding a chip. Do you really think Will.i.am waited in line for this new Intel chip? Like, you really think that happened?
He already cashed the
I
check.
waited in line, and then he's trying to come up with something interesting to say, and he goes, the race car drivers have a car. They drive around the track. I race around the internet, and I drive this. I mean, it is the most desperate shit you've ever heard in your life. You're just like, yeah, good, man.
Stick to
HP
the
was like,
entertainment
we just
tonight.
wasted $1 million
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think I was working on something the other day, and I was going through just terrible keynotes, and I really want to point out that's a bad one. So try to find our video. I don't know exactly what it's called, but find our video of that. But I don't know if you guys ever saw, but a great one. I don't know if we've talked about it on here. Michael Bay at the Samsung keynote. Did you guys ever see that?
I've heard about this one. I haven't
He comes
seen it,
to talk about the Curve TV, which was never a great.
That didn't catch on.
The Curve TV was a marketing thing. But he comes out and it's clear they did not give him a teleprompter. And he tries to make it work about 3 times. All right, guys. So the thing about me and cinema is, okay, text isn't there, but we're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it. So the Curve, it's what can we say? It's cinematic. He tries like 3 times to start it, and then he goes, I'm sorry, I can't. And he walks off.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and the
I
CEO of Samsung or whatever company is just like, okay, well, we got to thank Michael for making it out. That's great he stopped by. But anyway, they don't know where to go with it. So find that if you can.
It's like a Nathan for You episode.
Yeah, find that. Find what was the other one? The awkward. Oh, you could be a CEO. Oh, what was it? I know someone in the chat will know it.
Well, I think of Jamie Kennedy doing that video game.
Jamie
thing
Kennedy's E3 conference. That might be the grand monarch of bad keynotes.
That's what comes to mind for me. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many virgins in here. It makes Comic-Con look like Ocean's 13. Oh, where are my jokes? That's one of the best ones.
He says, "Where are my jokes?"
He's looking around and stuff. That was good.
They just must pay. I mean, it's a corporate gig, so it must pay so well.
Yeah,
You're like, fuck it.
I think we can reminisce about this in the after show.
Okay.
We can keep it going. But let's end the real show here.
Good night.